Okay.
Hello everybody. Today we'll finish the sequence chapters. Chapter 5, lecture 11 will be the last lecture in sequences. Then after this lecture, lecture 12 will be a tutorial lecture about some examples about chapter 5 sequences. Okay? Let's start. Now, the new features in Python, which is not exist in C or C++ or Java, is memory stack type. Python does not have a built-in memory stack type. Memory stack, did you know what is the memory stack? Memory, we can put data and push data and pop data. We can add data to the memory and remove data from the memory. Python can be done by Python, okay? Like here. You push using list method append, which adds a new element to the end of the list. And we have pop. You pop using list method pop with no argument, which removes and returns the item at the end of the list. So, stack memory or memory stack, like here, it's last in, first out. LIFO, last in, first out. This is example of LIFO memory. Okay, we have here the white square enters the first, then gray square, then red square. So at the bottom here in the memory, this is the memory, stack memory. So the first will be here, the white, then gray, then the red. When we pop, push, here we call it push. Push in the memory means add to the memory. Pop from the memory means remove from the memory. Okay? Push and pop. Did you take data structure? أخذتوا كورس الداتا ستراكشر؟
لا بعد.
لا بعد
اوكي. بالداتا ستراكشر بالكورس داتا ستراكشر هتاخدوا هذا الليفو والفيفو بالداتا ستراكشر كيف تشتغلوا مع الميموري ومع الداتابيز هالشغلات اوكي؟ فهيدا الشيء بالداتا ستراكشر.
مقاطعة.
تفضل.
بس في واحد بعت الاي دي تبعيته هلا بالشات وانت سيفته اوريدي سو برك كيف تقرر تحطها.
ما فهمت عيد شو قلت؟ ايه ما بس
في واحد هلا
ايه ما بس اوكي بعدين يلا هلا بعدين دونت وري بعد شوي اوكي خلينا معنا نرجع نعيد بالكورس داتا ستراكشر هتاخدوا how to manipulate your data with memory with database with other. So one of them called stack memory LIFO, last in first out, like here. Here, last n will be the red square, okay? So when we pop from the memory, when we remove the elements here or the data from the memory, we're starting by the last element. Last n, first out. So last n here will be red. So when we remove or pop, called pop, so starting by red. So, فهمتوا الفكرة؟ اوكي فهمتوا الفكره؟ Did you get it?
Yes.
Last in, first out. اوكي اخر واحد بفوت هو واحد بيظهر. اوكي example. In Python we can do that. Example. We initialize or assign stack null, a list called stack. We assign or we define list called stack is null. Then stack.append red. So we push, here we call it we push, or we add a new item called red in the bottom. Okay? Then another times stack.append green. So the new stack will be red at the bottom, then green. Okay, then green. Okay? Then I want to pop. So I want to remove them. one by one. So stack.pop will remove the last item. The last item, okay? So stack.pop will remove the last item, will remove green. So the new stack list will be only red. déjà stack is empty. Dot append, we add red at the end. Push, we add it at the end. Okay. Stack dot append green, we add green at the end of the list or stack moment. Okay. Now we want to use pop. Pop means remove, but it's different than remove in Python. Remove in Python will remove with value, as you remember. We have remove in Python. Dot remove, and you write here your value. So we'll search the first occurrence value and remove it. Here pop is another thing. We'll remove the last item. Stack.pop without value, without anything, will remove the last item. So this is called pop. Okay. So stack.pop in this stack. So red green. So we remove it. It's remove green. So the new stack will be red. Also, we call it another time. Stack.pop will remove red. So stack becomes null again. Here, push it, push and pop. Push and pop. Add and remove. Push and pop means add and remove. Last in, first out, as you can see. Append red, append green, pop, just pop, remove the last item green. Another pop, remove the last item, which is one element, red. So the stack becomes null again. Now, if we call it pop again, index error, no element to pop it. We don't have element to pop it. It's null stack, null list, empty list, no element to pop it. Okay? Did you get the idea? So Python can work in data structure. Okay? Okay. Your next course, data structure, you can make your examples at Python. Okay? Any question for this slide? Any question?
No, doctor.
Good. Okay. We have another thing called list comprehension. List comprehension. Focus on this example. If you want to fill a list from 1 to 5, we can use this line to 3. 3 line. List 1 equal null, then using for loop for item in range 1 to 6, and using list 1 dot append item. So we add it in using append each item by each item. Okay, it dot append. So item here will be from 1 to 5. So these 3 lines, we fill the array or the list from 1 to 5. Okay, this is ordinary code. But, or we can using one single line code with a list comprehension. How? Like this. List 2 equal, between the brackets, item for item in a range 1 to 6. So directly 3 lines transfer to 1 line. No need to initialize list 2. No need to initialize it. No need to declare. Okay, like here, list 1 empty list. Because we have here list. No need anything. Just write this line. So item, it's the true body action for this condition. Okay? Like here, like here, like here. Okay? So if the for loop, if the condition here is true, make or do this action. Okay? List 1 dot append. Now here the same. The action will be here, write the value of item. Here, it will write the value of item. For item in range 1 to 6 without colon, focus here, without colon here. Okay? only spaces between item space, for space, item space, end space, range. Okay, no colon here. So this one line command called list comprehensive. Okay, so the output of this range will be item. So again, for item in a range 1 to 6, if it's true, write the value of item here. And automatically put comma. The next item, the third item, to be filled from 1 to 5. Okay, it's useful. Okay, or also we can fill array or list using the function list. We have built-in function in Python called list. Example, like this. Without initialization, it's better than this. List 3 equal, just write list. List is built-in function, which is include these three lines. This function list, built-in function list, it's this list. This function will make this. Okay? When you call list between parentheses range 1 to 6, just add it. Okay? So وكأنه عاملين فانكشن اسمها ليست وكاتبين فيها 3 اسطر. اوكي؟ سو في بيلد ان فانكشن اسمها ليست فينا نستعملها دايركتلي هيك، فينا نعبيها هيك دايركتلي. اذا كان سيكونس، هون رينج في سيكونس، فينا نحط هون تذكروا فينا نحط السيكونس اللي بدنا اياها بستبس، في ستيب odd number even number وغيره. اوكي؟ So this slide explain how to fill a list in three methods. Ordinary method, okay, list comprehensive, or built-in function. Okay? Any question in this slide? Good. Now, also, we can filtering data using list comprehensive with if. We can use if inside list comprehensive like this. List 4 equal null. For item in range 1 to 11, okay, if it is true, if item modulus 2 equal to 0, colon, list 4 dot append item. So the output or the new list will be the even numbers 2 4 6 8 at that. اوكي؟ هون حدا مش فاهمين هذا الكود قبل ما نبلش بسطر واحد. اوكي، it's basic code. We declare initialize list 4 equal null. Here we have for loop item in range from 1 to 11. 11 minus 1 will be from 1 to 10 here. If this item modulus 2 equal 0 means, what does it mean that? Guys?
Even.
Multiple of 2.
Multiple of 2. Remainder, if the remainder of divided by 2 is 0, which means, okay, multiple of 2 or even number. Okay, even number, okay? So if the item is even number, okay, list for dot append include this even number in the list. If it's not, skip it, don't include it. The odd number will be skipped, no else here. We don't have else, okay? So list 4 will be 2 4 6 8 10. Any question for this small code? It's clear? Good. Now we can do it in one single line, just like this. So we have here line 2 3 4. 4 lines replaced by one single line using list comprehensive. Item, the output will be item. This is the output. The output will be item. 4 item in range 111 without column. Space if item modulus 2 equal 0 without column. As you can see, no column here. So this two line will be written side by side. Okay. for item in range 1 to 11 space if item modulus 2 equal to 0. This is true, so the item will be even number. Write the
دكتور
value.
عندي سؤال.
تفضل.
ما فينا هون نحط الرينج ونحط الانكريمنت باي 2؟
بلا اكيد فيك بلا اكيد فيك. هنعمل لك اياها دغري هسه. نحن شو عم نشتغل من بايثون ما هيك؟ اوه انا فتحت سفري ليه قلت لي
لحظة بايتشار مش
فتحنا السفري نحن هون. لحظة بس just 1 minute. يلا pause record resume. Okay. We can, as Miriam said, list 5 equal, okay, item 4 item in range ما نبلش فيهم 1 او ما حبلش فيها 0 كما 11 كما step by 2. مش هيك قلت مريم؟
بلا.
اوكي بلاش فيها 0 عشان ياخذ اول element 2. اوكي call it list 5 will be 0 2 4 6 8 7. اوكي كيف فينا نبلش فيها 2؟ يلا كيف فينا نبلش فيها من 1. اذا عملنا 1 حينط 2. اوكي مشان هيك فينا نبلش فيها من 2 the same. اوكي the same 2 4 6 8 10. اوكي
هيديك كانت بس implementation للإف يعني.
صح انه فينا نستعمل هي الفكره انه فينا نستعمل اف او حيلا كود using list comprehension. اكيد فينا نحط ستيب هون مثل ما قالت مريم from 0 او 2 تبلش مش 1. ما تبلش 1 لانه اذا بلشنا 1 شو بصير؟ ثانيه بس. اذا بلشنا 1 شوفوا هلا اذا بلشت من 1
بتصير تحط الأود نمبرز.
لا حتحط الاود نمبر. برافو عليك. اذا بلشت من 1 حتحط الاود نمبر صح. اوكي بلشت من 1 حتبلش 1 بلس 2 3 بلس 2 5. اوكي حتحط اود نمبر. بلشنا من 2 او من 0 بحط لنا الايفن نمبر. اوكي you got this idea? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in this slide how we write if inside for inside list comprehension. Okay, this code is optional. Okay, this list comprehension is optional, not obligatory. The basic code like this. Okay, this is optional.
دكتور نحن فينا نعمل هيك دايما بالليست كومبريهنشن؟
اكيد
انه فينا نعمل كود طويله بس اذا كانت بامتي ليست نعملها هيك.
صحيح اكيد. وهيدي الادفانتج تبع البايثون. هيدي ادفانتج بالكود البايثون انه بسطر واحد توفر كود 4 اسطر او 5 حسب الكوماندز. هون يمكن تعمل هون كود 6 7 اسطر تعمله بلاين واحد كله لاين واحد. فهيدي اتس ادفانتج ببايثون مش موجوده بالسي وسي بلس بلس والجافا. اوكي فهيدي this is advantage for Python. اوكي yeah.
اوكي.
Also using list comprehension processing another list element. Example, if you have this color red orange yellow green blue, we can color 2 new list equal item.upper. Here we use list method here. Okay, item.upper. Okay, list method.upper for item in colors, not color 2, not range, in colors. So here we call the first list and use list method upper using list comprehension. So here we use the 3 different things. Upper. اوكي حافظ انت رافع ايدك ليه؟ شوف ايه حافظ.
دكتور لحظه بيكون بالغلط.
اوكي
لحظه هيدا مش انا. مين سمي حدا حافظ؟
شلناه.
مين المخدوم؟
waiting room رجعت. اوكي يعني واحد منكم هذا، واحد منكم عم يتسأل. يلا مع اللينكات كلمه، واحد منكم ماشي. اوكي نرجع عند هذا الاكزامبل. colors عرفنا list called colors included red, orange, yellow, green, blue, 5 strings. Here we declare another list called colors 2 equal using list comprehension, okay, and list method upper, and calling the previous list. So here item.upper for item in colors, this output will be uppercases, صح? Dot upper will uppercase all the strings there, okay? And save it in another list called color 2. So colors 2 will be red, orange, yellow, green, blue in uppercases, okay? So we can use list comprehensive also in this kind of code to access another list element, okay? Okay. The old value of colors, the old list will be small letters, okay? Any question here? Good. Now we have other sequences, function. Example, why red less than or orange big R is true, whereas red less than or orange from orange false. Who tells me? Why big R red is
Convert
true?
to binary.
Convert to binary.
Comparison and binary value.
اوكي
red and
الكابيتال
binary value شو اسمه؟ red and binary value المفروض أصغر.
برافو عليك،
الأكبر.
برافو عليك، اصغر ما هي هون less
ايه صح الار اصغر. ايه
اوكي فشو معناتها هون؟ معناتها هون كابيتال ليترز
هذه حسب اسكي كود.
برافو عليك. الكابيتال ليترز او كاركترز كابيتال ارقامهم اصغر من small letters. اوكي that's why big R is less than small o. It's true. Small r, it's not less, it's bigger than small o. Okay, because we have another built-in function in Python called order. Ord is order, so we can call each character order. Ord r will be 82. Okay, ord small o 111. Ord small r 114. So that's why big R is less than small o, also less than small r. That's why. Okay? Okay. Another thing. If you have this colors list red, orange, yellow, green, blue, red capital R, yellow capital Y. If we use built-in function sorted colors, first will sorted only the capital letters, then the small letters, as you can see. Okay, why here before J? Why before J or O? Because Y is capital letter. So all the alphabetical characters in capital letter is less than small letters. Okay, so when you sort a string or a list contains strings, capital letter, small letter, capital letter, small letter. When you sort it, they first start by capital letters word, then small letters word. Okay? Even we have here A. Small a is bigger than big Y. Okay? Okay. Any question here? Good. Now we'll do two-dimensional list. List can contain other lists as element. List inside list. List inside is list. Okay? This is similar to double subscripted array in C, C++, and Java. So when you write list inside list, So it's similar to double subscripted array in C, C++, and Java. Lists that require two indices to identify an element are called two-dimensional list, or double indexed, or double subscripted. Example here, if you have this list, this double list, two-dimensional list, we have list A. Inside it we have three elements, element 1 or 0, 1, 2. This A0 element, it's another list, and A1 another list, and A2 another list. So it's double subscripted list, two-dimensional array. This is two-dimensional array. So row 0 will be A0. Okay? This is row 0. This is row 1. This is row 2. So row 0 will be A0 for all, for A0, 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 A0. Now, when we enter inside the in a nested list, so 77 will be A00, A01, and so on. So the double array will be first element, first list for the row 0, second list for the second element here, third element here. You got it? When we want this 89, so A1 0 1 2, A1 2, 89 will be A1, okay, 2, A1 2, A1 2 here, 89. Okay. Any question here? Good. Let's take an example. I want to print this data as array. Just use this code. For row in A, this A, for row in A column, for item in row, okay, this is row. So row will be this list or this list or this list, okay? Print item separated by space, then another print for this for loop. First print is for second for loop. The second print هي لأول for loop, okay? So بيطبع لنا يهون row by row, okay? فهيدي الليست اللي هي two dimensional list or array two dimensional array تنطبع بهالطريقة. Nested for loop. For row in A, okay? For item in row, print item, then after the row is finished, false part, خلص أول list. خلصت أول row. اوكي لما تصير false يكون خلص هون، عمل انتر وبلش بالثاني، فهيدي انتر لما يخلص أول sub list. We have here sub list, ثلاثة sub list from list. Okay, you got it? Any question for this? شو ماشي حالة؟ واضحة؟
Yes, doctor.
كتير منيح. How the nested loops executed. So we want to put the indexes. So this code for indexes. For I, comma, row, n, enumerate. ذكرته, did you remember the built-in function enumerate will give us the index part and the value, will give us tuple value, the index and its value. Enumerate A, the same A, okay, will give us here for A0, 0 and the value of list. So row will be the value of list, the sublist here. Now, if it's true, go inside. For J item in enumerate row, the same. Print F, format text here, Aij equal item and separated by space. So we'll print out this. A00, A01, A02, A03, enter, and so on. Okay? This small code, we print it like this, or we use this simpler code to print it like that. Okay? The same code, but here we put the indexes. The indexes we use in this example enumerate. Okay? Okay, any question here? Okay. Example. Rolling the die 600 times and calculating die frequencies. How many ones? How many twos? How many threes? Okay. مين بيقول لي عادة بكابابيلتي لما ترمي الزهر البروبابيلتي يطلع 1 or 2 probability of 1 or probability of 2 or probability of 3 4 5 6 شو بتسوي؟ شو equal شو؟ What is the probability? 1 over 6.
1 over 6 إذا مرة.
كتير منيح. 1 over 6. 1 over 6. So all the numbers will be the same probability, right?
صح.
ايه مو ناقص 6 كلهم صح.
صح. فإذا عملنا الداي أو الزهر 600 مرة يفترض كلهم يطلعوا قد إيه؟ كل رقم قد إيه يطلع؟
100.
100 على قد
100.
approximately 100 المفروض.
approximately 100.
يعني
صح.
تقريبا كل وحدة 100.
برافو عليك. This is the code. Import random roles list equal. Okay. This is true. List comprehensive here. We have list comprehensive on. Okay. انتبه. هيدا list comprehensive. حاطين بقلبه built in our method تبع library random rand range اللي يعطينا random number between 1 and 7, so from 1 to 6 for I in a range 600. So I حيكون 600 مرة عم نكب الزهر 600 مرة. اوكي بهال 600 مرة عم بيعطينا 600 رقم بين الواحد والستة او السبعة بس هي الستة. اوكي so rows will contain 600 element here 600 element. Each element will be from 1 to 6, from 1 to 6, okay? We want to print them, so another for loop here, for n in range 1 to 7, colon, here without colon, okay? Print f, okay? N appears, n, this n, okay? N equal 1, 2, 3, appears, rows.count n times. So here, in this example, we use built-in function called method count to count the number of n, how many number of n in the 600 item. Okay? عم بيعدها كذا. فبيطلع الاوتبوت like that. N1 appears 89, N2 appears 84, كذا كذا. بيطلعوا around 100. Okay? End of sequences chapter 5. Any question? We have less than 1 minute.
ثانك يو دكتور.
كثير منيح كثير منيح. وهذا الهاكر تبعكم شكله منكم تيعرف اللينكات تبع الكورسات يعني واحد منكم.
موجود بالجروب اكيد
موجود فيكم. يعني لو عملنا مايكروسوفت تيم حيتخربط علينا كمان لانه واحد منكم. فاكشفوا لنا اياه يلي بيكشفوا له 5 علامات بونس. يلا كل واحد يتهم رفيقه يتحقق فيها. اوكي